I just finished Fearless by Lauren Roberts. Let's talk about it. The initial 60% of the book, extremely slow. I was like, what is happening? Why is it so slow? Also, very repetitive if you've read the first two books. I was bored. I honestly was like, what's going to happen now? And seemed very predictable towards the end, too. Once it hit the last 40% of the book, one plot twist after another, after another, after another. It was nonstop. And what I thought initially was going to happen didn't happen. Didn't happen. Also, there are some things I was like, ew, why this? Why was this needed? And I'm going to talk about it, but I don't want to talk about any spoilers in this video. Just want to give my initial thoughts on it. This book, I think, gets a solid 3.75 stars from me. And majority of that is for Kai. Kai Azar, the man you are. The dialogues that she has written for him, phenomenal. I would give her that. And also the remaining stars are for the plot twists because love them. Peyton, kind of underwhelming in this book for me because a lot of the things she was just moving along didn't feel like she was actively pushing for a lot of things. She was like, oh, okay, fine, I'll do this because that's what's the best. And here, Kai, my poor Kai, is like fighting for her. And yeah, I feel like she was a little bit disappointing for me for this book. I loved Kai though. The rest of the characters, wow, there is like so much happening. There are so many plot twists. Also, there were a lot of questions that I went into the series as I was recording it. I had a lot of questions, and as I was doing the reading vlog. If you haven't seen it, go to my channel. You will be able to see all the reading vlogs I was doing as I was reading the book, and she did a good job in answering all of them by the end of it. So kudos to the author for that. I just didn't like how the pacing was, and I also didn't like the prose as much. I think sometimes the prose was kind of sloppy and used a lot of like modern words, and it was still fantasy, and then they were wearing tunics, and then we were also being called daddy. Not very happy about the prose, but in terms of plot, I think the last 40% the plot really picked up and it was fast paced. Also, tearjerker because it took one line to have me tear up. This is how I looked like. I want to read you this line that just broke me. And that